Hey everybody, it's Dave Robles with Think Real Estate bringing you episode 5 of the great California Corona Staycation show. And today we're hitting the hard questions that you want answers to, like how much Rams gear do I actually have? It's quite a bit. When will I ever shave? I'm getting complaints about that, although it's kind of feeling a little soft now, and I'm liking it. Today, we are talking with Andy Green. He is our mortgage lender. He is one of the smartest guys I know, and he's going to tell us what's happened in the last few days because this roller coaster changes quick and what the outlook is for the future in real estate mortgage financing. So check it out, and here's our conversation. See ya. Hey, Andy, how are you?
I'm doing well, Dave. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, everybody. I'm here with Andy Green of Capital Mortgage Services. He is our extraordinary lender I was telling you about a minute ago, and he's going to just bring us up to speed and what's happened literally in like the last 4 or 5 days of the finance world, and talk about what steps you should be taking right now or things you shouldn't be doing if you're going to become a buyer for a real estate in 3 to 4 months. Andy, what's happened since, for example, Thursday?
Oh boy, it's been a roller coaster ride. We've seen interest rates rise exponentially in a very short period of time because lenders are obviously very hesitant to loan money right now. It just because in all the uncertainty. But we have seen some level-headedness come back into the market as of Monday morning. I had a client that I priced a loan for on Thursday at 4.75. That was the rate for a purchase loan. And this morning, I was able to lock him in at 3.5%.
Wow.
That's a massive difference. And the reason is the refi rates are still up a bit because, again, they're hesitant to lend, but they're keeping things moving for the purchase market. And so they're offering purchase incentives to get lower rates for purchases. So that's a good thing. So anybody that's still looking to purchase a property currently, the rates are there for you, which is a good thing.
Okay, cool. That's really great to hear. Now, let's say somebody is sitting at home right now and they're thinking, well, I'm not a buyer now, but I think what's going on is kind of crazy, but maybe in 3 or 6 months, I'll become a buyer for real estate. What do you suggest they do or don't do?
Okay, that's a good question. There's a few things. Well, first off, in our current situation, most of us are, confined to our homes for, most of the day, which means you're probably spending a lot less money on, the things you would normally spend money on. So it's a good opportunity to save some money. The more money you save, the better, obviously, better off you are for purchasing a property. Number two, if you're not spending money, you can apply some of your extra money towards your credit cards to keep your credit in the best possible position. You never want to owe more than 50% of an available balance on your credit card. So if you have a $10,000 limit, hypothetically speaking, you never want to owe more than $5,000 on that particular line.
Good to know.
Yeah, another thing, well, not to do. I mean, don't go take out any new debt. Don't finance new things if you're planning on buying a house. If you don't need to extend yourself into more debt, then don't. That's another great thing you can do. And ideally, I mean, in this particular market, if you were looking for a home and you've since stopped, my recommendation is keep looking. There's virtual tours. You can reach out to your local real estate professional. They can get you access to all the pictures and property data that you could possibly want. But a lot of people have just stopped doing everything. So it's been a seller's market. It's been very competitive. And this could give you an edge as a buyer just to have less competition out there at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. So it's funny because from the real estate agent perspective, there's two camps. There's the camp of people who lock down, they don't want to do anything. And then there's another camp of people that want or need to buy something. And we're kind of stuck because I'm not showing property. Okay. And I think, if there is an escrow open, then those people have the right to carry out those inspections and those terms. But it's a weird place we're at right now for sure.
Yeah.
So, what do you think is going to happen down the road? What do you see in your crystal ball, which I know is the shiny one because I refer to it a lot,
Yes.
down the road 6 months from now?
Is that a ball joke?
No, I would never.
All right. So the deal is my personal opinion, and again, my personal opinion is not just me pulling things out of thin air. I have access to some of the top economists in the world through services that I pay for and things of that nature. And unfortunately, if we're not in one already, we will be in a recession before the end of the year. This pandemic has just exacerbated the time frame. We were going there anyway, but now we're going there faster. There's some good news for real estate in a recessionary period. People think because of the last recession that when we hit a recession, home prices fall, and that's not the case. They generally stay the same or actually increase, and I'll explain why in just a quick minute. But the last one was an anomaly because of all the bad loans that don't exist any longer. And secondly, I also believe that we're going to see 30-year fixed interest rates into the twos.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, this recession is going to bring in the Fed's already buying billions of dollars of mortgage-backed securities in an effort to drive down interest rates.
Right.
They're going to continue to have to do that to stimulate the economy. I still don't think you should buy a property based on the interest rate because you can always refinance down the road. Property values are still, based on CoreLogic and Case-Shiller, are still expected to rise this year. So the longer you wait, the more you're going to pay for a property based on their calculations. But just real quickly, economically speaking, when we go into recession, the Fed is going to be buying mortgage-backed securities. They're going to be stimulating the economy. The Fed funds rate is almost at zero already. So you're going to see interest rates continue to decline after this pandemic subsides, because right now lenders raise rates because they just don't know what to do. And they're just want to slow activity until they can figure it out. But once this passes, it's going to be craziness, and you're going to see more sellers looking to sell because they're going to say, hey, I can move up to a house that's more expensive now because the interest rate's lower and I can afford that. So now I'm going to sell my house because it makes sense. So you're going to see more inventory come into the market, but you're also going to see more buyers come into the market because they have more buying power with lower interest rates. So you're still going to see the supply and demand ratio be fairly equal, but you're going to see more inventory and more buyers, which equals just a more activity in the industry, overall. That's my prediction.
So silver lining after all this is done, that's what you predict. Hope you're right. I love that to be the case. And I agree with it too, actually. So great. Thank you so much, Andy. It's been a real pleasure to have you on. And of course, if you're looking for a loan, this is the guy. This is who we highly recommend. He's done my loans, many of our clients' loans, most of them, and he's just on it. So thank you for being a resource, Andy.
Well, thank you for that, Dave. I appreciate it. And we go back a long way, and I hope you and your family stay safe.
You do the same. Take care, bud.
Bye-bye.
Bye.